There we go. Welcome to News Strip Down, everyone. Wow, James, you're right on the ball. Holy crap. Welcome to News Strip Down, where I dig through the news and weed out all the nonsense so you guys don't have to. 30 minutes or less. Why? Because anything longer than that's probably just BS, anyways. Today is April 3rd, Friday. Thank goodness I don't have to do the news tomorrow, you guys. I need a break. And just the stuff that's going on in the news. And then Monday, Tuesday, we're a little bit harder to find something to talk about. But it's April 3rd, Friday, 2026. It's 0 degrees Celsius. That's 32 degrees Fahrenheit to you down in the States. Actually, I think it's a lot warmer than that. If you guys notice, I've got a t-shirt on today. Fairly nice out. And no toque. No toque. No beanie. No hat today. So let's get down into the news in the States here, specifically Texas. A new data center is being built in Armstrong County in Texas by Goodnight Data with major investments from Google. This data center will be powered mostly by a private natural gas power station, according to the Texas State Air Permits application. The private turbines will have a projected greenhouse gas emissions of 4.5 million tons per year. Okay, so just in perspective, if I break this down, that's roughly 970,000 new vehicles, gas burning vehicles per year put on the roads just for one data center alone. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Uh, and with the rising fuel costs, is like how are we supposed to be like saying that this is feasible? Rising fuel costs, people are already having to pay more to just heat their homes and restaurants using natural gas, cook food, things like this. And then the natural gas power plants, they're no more efficient than a coal plant. Yeah, like just look at the emissions alone. Uh, and yeah, we really need to like figure out like what's going on here. If they're willing to spend the amount of money with this natural gas power plant just to fund this one data center, and then fuel are going up, how is this feasible at the end of the day? It's bad enough that there's people struggling to pay their bills. How are they supposed to pay the hydro bill on top of this? And then what's going to be the impact on this natural gas facility in that area now? Yeah, it's not any more feasible. They got rid of a coal plant here in Manitoba and they should have left it. It was by far one of the most least greenhouse gas effective when it comes to emissions. Now they put in a natural gas plant that was designed in California and it doesn't run properly in these cold temperatures when it gets to minus 40 degrees Celsius. So, yeah, wasn't a very good idea on Manitoba Hydro's agenda at the end of the day. And farmers in the US are feeling it more and more every day with the dwindling grain exports. With tariffs on grain exports in other countries, as well as China found new export partners in other parts of the world. And these deals are tariff free. And it's easier to deal with these other countries, than having to sit here and try and negotiate with Trump right now, which is kind of putting the farmers in a bad situation in the United States right now. Because if other countries are finding alternative sources that are tariff free, why would they purchase any type of grain from the United States in the first place? So that's kind of pretty messed up. And yeah, with China's been backing a lot of South American grain market right now. Actually, they have been for years, but have recently bumped up their exports out of South America. And this is probably why you hear about what's going on in the Panama Canal with China. An agreement that they had with the Panama Canal was like a leased travel. So what they were doing is they were going to be leasing travel in and out of the Panama Canal, and that contract is now up. And I guess there's probably some White House influence on this right now, but China is fighting to try and keep this contract going. I don't know what the details are right now, but it seems like they're just getting stonewalled right now to have access through this port of the Panama. So yeah, not good, not good, not good for American farmers. And if I think the U.S. definitely has some say in the Panama Canal there, and this is why it's holding China up a little bit. Oh, just wait, James. It gets worse here. Japan's JERA has just canceled a liquid natural gas deal with the Commonwealth LNG Corporation. The deal that was supposed to last 20 years at 1 million tons of liquid natural gas per year from the Commonwealth has been, well, the Commonwealth LNG has been plagued with delays since 2029, and now they're supposed to have everything properly up and running in 2031. So you can kind of see why this deal just got canceled completely. It has nothing to do with what's happening with Iran and the Strait of Hormuz or anything. This is just this company making bad decisions and promising deals before writing checks that their ass can't cash. Essentially, is what the Commonwealth LNG is doing right now. If you're gonna start promising, 1 million tons of liquid natural gas to a country, yeah, you better match your word. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And then plus there was some talk about the Biden administration. LNG, or sorry, Commonwealth LNG was blaming Joe Biden administration for imposing its industry, posing or restrictions on its industry in his final year due to a report that LNG, liquid natural gas, is more harmful to the atmosphere than coal. Like what I just said earlier, we had a coal plant here in Manitoba and they decided to get rid of it to run something that's more harmful to the environment. And it never worked properly from day one. I remember the first day they turned it on, they blew all the doors off the building. And over to Canada, the CN Tower, freestanding structure in Toronto there, is turning 50 in June. The 26th to be exact, standing 553.33 meters tall. That's 1,850 feet, with its antenna array spanning 103.33 meters above that. So total height is 656.66 meters tall for the CN Tower. That's pretty crazy. Just 6'6". Why didn't they just add the extra 10 meters for the hell of it to the tower, and then it could have all been 6'6", which is hilarious. I'm glad I did all the math on that stuff. And then when you're in the viewing deck up there, you can see like up to 160 kilometers all the way around Toronto, which is pretty crazy. If you guys are ever in Toronto, check out the CN Tower. They have like a glass floor. Actually, one of the world's fastest elevator goes from the main floor to the first observation deck in, was it 58 seconds, traveling 22 kilometers per hour. That's 13.67 miles per hour. Yeah, that's a pretty wicked fast elevator. I remember being on there. It doesn't automatically like bump you up to it. It's a gradual. You feel it once you're reaching that top speed. It's an unusual feeling. Yeah, I always like to jump on the elevator and freak people out, or jump on the glass floor on top of the CN Tower. Yeah, jump on the floor and somebody's nervous on there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then the Canadian Mint's going to be commemorating their 50th anniversary with a new $2 coin and a glow in the dark one. This isn't going to be the first time that the CN Tower has had a glow in the dark coin made of it. This is going to be the second time around. So this will be put onto circulation. So you guys in Canada, look out for the colored CN Tower coin that'll be coming out. And hopefully it doesn't have any too many dings or anything in it, and put it away for a rainy day or for your grandkids or something. And down in the United States, Trump just isn't going after the cartel. He's also threatening Big Pharma right now on 100% tariffs on pharmaceuticals made outside of the U.S. This will affect all brand names as cheap. Well, affect all brand names as it is cheaper to produce outside the U.S. than it is to produce in the U.S. And Trump is saying, all these companies can avoid these tariffs by moving manufacturing to the U.S. or just lowering your pharmaceutical prices. So yeah, so what he's saying is, yeah, meds are going to start going up now. Yeah, so more, yeah, meds are going to be more costly than ever before, as if meds aren't expensive enough as it is. And a lot of people are struggling just to pay for their medication right now. And with what Trump is saying right now, expect not just fuel costs. Well, fuel costs are going to affect pharmaceuticals as well. It's going to affect our food. It's going to affect pharmaceuticals. And now he's going to put this tariff on top of pharmaceuticals. Great. So the people who need these medication, that's a good way to get rid of them, eh, Trump? Goodness gracious. We all need to like wake up and see what's happening here with the big picture, because watch pharmaceuticals go through the roof right now. They already are. Here in Canada, you go buy a bottle of like NyQuil or a bottle of Tylenol, it's almost $5 to $6 more than what it was before. So you're looking at like $20 for like a 50 pack of 500 milligram Tylenols here in Canada. And then fuel costs here right now, $1.69.9 a liter, not US gallon, a liter, $6.99. Yeah, it was $6.67 there for a bit. Now, yeah, I'll take the 6.7 instead of the 6.99. Goodness gracious. Uh, And over to the Strait of Hormuz. A French container ship has passed through the Strait of Hormuz unscathed. But I'm pretty sure I kind of talked about this yesterday. Like, I think the real targets are going to be the oil tankers and the fuel tankers that are going to be passing in and out of there. Like, really, what does Iran have to really attack container ships? So, best way, if you guys want to get oil out through the Strait of Hormuz right now, put tankers inside of some sea cans, and I almost guarantee you'd have total safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz. And just before I went live, NASA was doing an update on the Artemis 2 and how the crew and tests are going. Yeah, as I just came on air here, everything seems to be going great. The tests that they have done seem to be going fine. They're just about to get close to the moon here, and they're prepping for measurements for the next Artemis mission, which I guess is going to be Artemis 3, I'm assuming. So yeah, that's it for the news today, you guys. Friday. Yeah, if you like news like this, hit the like, subscribe button. I'm here Monday to Friday, 4 to 4:30 p.m., 30 minutes or less. Why? Because anything longer than that's probably just BS anyways. And let's end everything on things that happened today in history. April 3rd, 1860, Pony Express mail service started from Missouri to California by relays of horse teams. April 3rd, 1922, Joseph Stalin was appointed General Secretary of the Russian Communist Party by ailing Vladimir Lenin. Vladimir Lenin, you can see him in Moscow. He has been mummified. You can still see him to this day, I'm pretty sure. And April 3rd, 1948, President Harry Truman signs plans to rebuild war-torn Western Europe with a $5 billion aid package to 16 countries. Oh, I should have done the equivalent of what that would have cost today. But I guess you guys can figure that out. $5 billion in 1948. Figure that one out. And then April 3rd, 1973, the first mobile cell phone call was made in New York City by Motorola and Bell Labs from Manhattan, New York to New Jersey. Those two telecoms right there getting together, getting into bed together. Yeah, that April Fool's thing. I know, I couldn't believe it either. And then them announcing that they're gonna do that launch on Sunday night. I was like, well, this had to be a joke. And I find out Monday morning, it's like, wow, they really weren't joking that they were gonna do this launch. But that's pretty funny. And April 3rd, 1883, Jesse James was shot in the back at his home by a fellow gang member, Robert Ford. Yeah, Robert Ford shot him in the back of the head. I think to claim the reward, but I think they ended up just taking Robert Ford into custody anyway, so he didn't get the reward. What an idiot. Can't say that people, not everyone can be smart, let's say that. And then famous birthdays, 1783 to 1859, Washington Irving. He was 76 years old. Washington Irving. He wrote to the oh sorry, the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Sorry, I wrote it in a different spot. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. He was the writer for. Also other books, but that's probably one most notable for him. And 1969, still alive at 57, Melody Hobson. She's the chairman of DreamWorks Animation. And April 3rd, 1958, Alec Baldwin is 68 today. April 3rd, 1961, Eddie Murphy is 65. April 3rd, 1969, Ben Mendelsohn, he's 57. Uh, you probably know him. He's a British actor. He was in the movie Ready Player One. Uh, yeah, I don't really recognize him from other movies, and I haven't seen that movie yet. So don't ruin the spoil. Don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for me. I still want to watch it. And April 3rd, 1982, Kobe Smulders. She's 44, and she was known for the character Robin in the TV sitcom How I Met Your Mother. Boom, it's Friday. Sweet, I can relax. I don't have to do any like writing or anything anymore for the weekend. That's awesome. So glad it's done. Cool. Cool. Now I'm gonna veg out, play some video games. I gotta wait a little bit for my buddy to show up. Playing online with him right now. Now we got a good thing happening together. We're on the same plane of what we're doing. He does his thing in the game. I do my thing in the game. And it all works out as long as we communicate. We're all good. And I'm drinking Kool-Aid today. Grape Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. I drink enough of the Kool-Aid for all of us, so none of you need to drink the Kool-Aid. Uh, Probably not today, 2-4. But maybe Monday. I'm just gonna relax today with some of the stuff that's going on in the news and me trying to find stuff to write. I just want to veg out. I got my beer yesterday. Had my beer. I'm pretty happy. So I'm good. I don't need another beer for another couple days. And the beer I'm drinking right now is made with corn. Ooh, not good for you. Not good for you. So I'm gonna have to find an alternative. But it all comes down to this. And beer and spirits just went up. But hey everyone, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm here Monday to Friday, 4 to 4:30 p.m. Central Time. 30 minutes or less. Why? Because anything longer than that's probably just BS anyways. So yeah, I'll be back for Monday's show, 4 to 4:30. And I hope you guys all have a great weekend. Enjoy the nice weather if you have it, and I hope the weather we have here sticks around for a little bit. Could use some de-thawing. But I'm out of here. Peace out. Love you all, and I'll see you on Monday.